This is the third weekend of moose hunting season, and we're starting to see a lot of action.
Last year, on my last day of hunting, I had to go back to work the next day. I went behind camp to the second meadow, and just one last time before I was going to jump in the boat and take off, I packed up camp already and walked back there and stopped and called, and right away there was a branch that broke that was fairly close, so I walked over a little closer and called again, and then this gigantic bull, the biggest bull probably that I've ever seen, walked out. I had to make a tough decision because I had to work the next morning and I was by myself with that size of bull, so I let it walk away. Ever since I let that one go, I've been thinking about that moose, and I've been hoping that this year I'd get a chance at running back into it. We got in right before dark, so we went straight to the meadow. I got a moose 2 years ago and hauled around. It was kind of windy. We may have heard something or may not have.
This morning, we went and checked the meadow up the Cosna, and we heard 3 bulls, we saw 1.
I ended up calling for a good hour, not hearing anything, and then all of a sudden a bull started grunting at us from a long ways away and continued I grunted back, and we talked to each other for about, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. Right across the Cosna River, just a lot closer, another bull started grunting as well. And I thought maybe one of those two would come out, but it didn't end up happening.
When the bull came out of the woods, we were in a really brushy area, so it was hard to get a good shot, so we didn't take a shot. I feel good about tonight's hunt. Hopefully one of those bulls stick around, or all 3.
We're gonna go for a daytime cruise around and check some of the meadows that we normally check and see if there's any new sign, and maybe we'll get lucky during the midday here. And then later on tonight, we're gonna head back up to where we just were, and can't beat better sign than having bulls raking at or grunting at you, so we're gonna hunt that tonight. Whoa. 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 Had a couple bulls grunting one on our side of the river and one across the Cosna River. Both of them seemed to be all riled up, and we were able to get the one that was on our side of the river to walk closer to us, but it still didn't want to come all the way in, and so we tried to walk to it, which ended up kind of spooking it a little bit, but it didn't run away. It kept grunting, and I got to see it, and it was a monster. It's huge. Had to be either the same bull as last year or one just as impressive.
My dad pointed at the meadow, huge, and pointed at the Cosna, big.
Whoa. Whoa.
This morning, we instantly had action. There was both grunting, same 2 bulls, one on the other side of the Cosna and the other one way deeper into the tundra areas that we were in.
So for 2 separate days in a row, we got grunted at by at least 2 different bulls that were both very large. And it's Sunday and we're going home empty-handed. Well, I really hope we have another chance at that big bull next week, but if not, I'll be hunting that big boy's kids for years to come, I guess. It's good genes to pass on. Next weekend's the last weekend, and I'm gonna actually add a couple days off of work so I can have a better chance.